How you doing? How you doing? Thursday night here in South London. We've come to Nick Watts's palace here in Lewisham, and we're here to talk about the weekend's football and the weekend's betting. And we're starting with the football league, aren't we? With Marco here, of course. How's it going, Mark?
Yeah, it's not doing too bad.
Cool.
Yeah,
two out of three last week. Must be pretty happy with that.
I was until Saturday night.
Yeah, Pescara. Sum it up.
Embarrassing.
Ah well.
6-1.
You took a view and we respect that, but they got humped 6-1.
I still place the same bet again
exactly.
tomorrow.
That's what it's all about. Sticking by your bet, standing by your bet, standing by your principles. And it just didn't come off. It will come off again this weekend. I've got a funny feeling for you. Your reputation will be restored. Anyway, let's kick off with the first game you're looking at for the Football League, your treble. And you've tackled the game with two horrible football institutions taking each other on. It's Millwall against Leeds, obviously, taking place on Sunday. And throw Neil Warnock in there as well. And you've got just
don't slag him.
Oh, I love him. I love him.
Good.
I expect most of the audience hate him, but I love him. I'm a huge fan. I've read his autobiography. I think he's a great guy. Anyway, there's still a lot of horribleness in this fixture. What's the play?
Well, first I want to say something about Kenny Jackett, the Millwall manager, ex-QPR assistant manager, done a lot of good work under Ian Holloway at Rangers, and he's carried that on to his management job at Millwall. And I think it's worth giving him a lot of plaudits, because someone like Gus Poyet at Brighton, who's had a lot of money to spend, he's only a point behind them as Brighton, and they're not too far off the playoffs. And that's on the back of a 9-game unbeaten run. Quite outstanding when you consider a team like Millwall going on.
And he was under pressure, wasn't he?
He was as well. And to be fair, at the start of the season, there was a lot of sort of anxiety about their season. Where were they going to go? Looked like a season of doom and gloom. But he's done fantastically well. He was ill last week for their win against Derby at home. Joe Gallen, another ex-QPR boy, took the reins then. That was their third win in 4 home games as well. And it's not like they've beaten a few of the naff sides in the league. I mean, Bolton, they hammered Huddersfield as well at home. Also, they took a 3-0 lead against Birmingham, if you remember, on that midweek Tuesday, and threw it away at 3-3. Also, in that 9-game unbeaten run, they walloped Forest 4-1 away from home, stunning scoreline. And I actually really like the team at the moment. I think they've got a great base. They've got Danny Shittu and Mark Beavers at centre half, two very no-nonsense defenders. Liam Trotto's coveted by a lot of Premier League clubs in midfield, and then a strike force of Chris Wood, who's scoring goals for fun on loan from West Brom, Darius Henderson, and then they've still got Andy Keogh to come off the bench. Great backbone there, and they'll be smelling blood, I think, when they look at this Leeds team who've got stuffed 6-1 at home to Watford last weekend. A terrible result, but you can understand the circumstances. Austin broke his leg, horrible leg break, and then Alex Pearce was sent off. He used all 3 subs, playing with 9 men. Watford scored some cracking goals as well, but Warnock's pretty much been begging for this takeover to go through. He's strapped for cash, and the team's really sort of bumbling along a little bit.
17th in the table. I was shocked to that when I saw that table this morning.
Yeah,
it's cause for concern.
Yeah, it is. It's just 1 win in 7 matches, and if you look at their away form as well, their 2 away wins came against Bristol City and Posh, and you can see where they are on the table as well. And I think Millwall are even money considering the form they're on. A little bit like Palace at the moment, and going along at a lovely price when they're playing at home is the bet to have here.
Absolutely, it's a long time since Millwall were in the top flight. I presume you can't remember that. It was late 80s.
Yeah.
Sheringham and Cascade.
I remember getting the programmes.
George Graham was manager as well. Really a decent side back then. But 25 years on, it's looking good at the moment. From lots of horribleness to a man I know you admit it, you've got a crush on this guy. Let's be honest. You back this side every week, and it's due to one man, Mr. Eddie Howe. What has he done since he's come back to Bournemouth? Amazing.
I'll tell you what he's done. I've got it right here.
Tell us.
Appointed on the 12th of October. They've won 6 games and drawn the other in this time, and that's included beating Tranmere, who are table toppers, and Notts County away. So straight away, I mean, how can one man transform a club? It's quite outstanding. I had Bournemouth anti-post as well, mainly down to their spending power. Also thought their squad was one of the best in the division. A nice price too, and you just look at the attacking options he's got. Wes Thomas, Josh McCoyd, Matt Tubbs, Lewis Graben, Lee Barnard. He's got 5 quality League One strikers to choose from. Last week's 1-0 away win at Doncaster was actually the first time since he's returned that they failed to score 2 goals in a game. They just attack and attack, just like his Burnley team in the Championship did. But he's got a few better defenders than he probably did at Burnley. Oldham are visiting Bournemouth. They don't really excite me very much. But to be fair, they've transformed a little bit under Paul Dickoff in the last 6 months. Yeah, Matt Derbyshire, if you remember him, he's been brought in. Jose Baxter, a former Everton starlet, has sparkled a little bit, but after going on a 4-game unbeaten run, they've really sort of gone back to their old ways. 1 win in 5 now, and that was against the Kidderminster in the FA Cup. He actually described their home defeat to local rivals Bury recently as a complete disgrace. If you looked at their highlights against Tranmere last week, they lost 1-0, but it could have been 3-4-0 as well. They've played 7 games against the top 8 in League One. They're winless. Of course, you can back Bournemouth in the match prices here, but I'm going to go a step further and back them to be winning at half-time and full-time. The half-time, full-time market, it's 7-4, which I think is a big price when you consider that would have banked in the last 4 Bournemouth matches, and actually Oldham are yet to score a goal away from home before half-time.
Wow, I mean the stats are there back up. It's a huge price, 7-4 for probably you would probably say the most informed side in England at the moment.
Yeah,
absolutely flying, and the great man has returned.
God, I love that guy.
Oh yeah, he'd be a considerate lover as well, wouldn't he? He would be. He's got that kind of gentle face,
cheeky little smile.
Oh, God, you just
how can you dislike it?
The passion would be flowing anyway. Enough of home.
Have you got a little thing from him as well?
I think he's an attractive man, but no my type, man. No my type. Anyway, this has been a bit left field.
You're more a Keith Hill man.
Oh, imagine, that'd be horrible.
Oh, Brucey, wasn't it? Steve Bruce.
Oh, sweaty. Anyway, sweaty. But anyway, from talking about kind of homosexual fantasies to Barry Ferguson, which the original Ned, as we call him in Scotland.
What does that mean?
It's like a chav, but Scottish, like Glaswegian speaking Ned, and he was the original Ned. And he's of course he's joined Fulham. Is it on loan or is it
Fleetwood?
Fleetwood.
Yeah, on loan.
You get the idea.
Yeah.
Close. Yeah, on loan or permanent?
On loan.
He's not at Fulham. And you're backing his Fleetwood side to win. Such
a dull pick, and I do apologise for it. But I looked through the League 2 coupon, and nothing really excited me. And Fleetwood have drawn their last 3 matches. But they're not losing games at all this season. 3 defeats from 17 in League 2. And this bet is kind of to do with Barry Ferguson as well, I think. Yeah. I was really excited by the signing. I think he's far too good for that level. Considering how far he's dropped in the last couple of years. And he showed his quality last week. The pass for one of the Fleetwood goals was... see it?
It was absolutely amazing, man.
Gasped when I saw it. Brilliant football.
Pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah. And I think he's the difference between Fleetwood being a top 7 club and actually getting automatic promotion in that league. And if they're going to get automatic promotion, they need to be backed at 4-5 to beat Plymouth on Saturday. They should have beaten Exeter away last week. They were quite wasteful, but it's only 2 wins from 8 overall, so there is a little bit of concern there. But you just look at this Argyle side, and they're really sort of still trying to find themselves, I think. Beaten in the FA Cup by Dorchester, embarrassment. They held Gillingham last week at home 2-2, but they had the lead twice, and twice couldn't hold on to it, and the equaliser came in 2 minutes from time. And that's going to knock morale, especially with Carl Fletcher as well. And that was their 5th game without a win. It did stop a 4-game losing streak, but it's pretty dull here. I thought Fleet would be 4-6, possibly shorter, but they're 4-5 to beat Plymouth at home, and that for me is a bet. Yeah,
looks a good call. Let's wrap up your three picks.
Fleetwood 4-5 to beat Plymouth. Bournemouth half-time, full-time 7-4 to beat Oldham. And Millwall on Sunday in that tasty game just down the road from here. Even money.
I'm staying away.